Apparently today is the Walmart charging day, although yesterday, or earlier today, I charged inside because their pop machines weren't outside. They're in like a little hallway. But just being careful and making sure I have enough charge, because I'm basically on a, it's supposedly not a highway according to Google, because I have, you know, not highway directions, but it basically has on-ramps and off-ramps, and it's basically a highway, which kind of sucks, but there's huge shoulder, so it's not too bad. It's hot already. It's probably 85, maybe 90. Got into Quincy, Illinois. Just went over the border. There's a big old bridge right over there. Not a good bicycling bridge, but yeah, it's part of the deal. It's beautiful. I went over the Mississippi River right there. Downtown Quincy, here it is. It's kind of a cool old, like, turn of the century kind of town, maybe even earlier than that. But let's see, some kind of monument here. Show this for my evidence. Quincy Lincoln Douglas debate, 1858, and here's me, and there's the bike over there, charging up. Just outside of Siloam, or I'm just outside of Quincy, Illinois, in Siloam Springs State Park, and came out here, and it's perfect. It's amazing to come this far, you know, on something that, generally speaking, has like a limited range. I mean, now there's one set of campsites that don't have electrical outlets, but then going forward, there was not much in the way of yeah, shower facilities, showers, all that stuff, and you can see the bike over there. It's pretty dark now, but that light's coming from the bike. Oh yeah, you can kind of see it. but that's plugged into an electrical outlet. There's definitely electrical here, which is good. There's nothing else. There's no shower. There's a little bit of running water. There's like a little latrine, which is practical, I suppose. It'll do the trick. Nothing too fancy. But so even here, that's it. You know, but I'm glad I made progress today to just over 200 miles, 208 miles or something like that, which is one of the longer days for sure. Had a tailwind to thank for that. Terrible roads, you know. It was like kind of like driving on the interstate, but made it over here. Feeling good about it, and feeling a lot better than I felt yesterday. It was really kind of rough. One of the reasons I want to do this is just so that I get to show how awesome it is and how practical it is to make these things, to use electric e-bikes and EVs in general to get around. So it's impractical to do the amount of miles that I'm doing. It's not easy, but it's a slow speed vehicle. That's just the nature of the game. It's just really limited by speed, but not so much the technology. Technology really hasn't been that much of a problem. It's really me that can't take it more than anything, but the end is kind of in sight. In 2 more days I'm going to stop back in Kokomo, which is where we stopped in day 4, and hopefully we'll have a little more time there. Maybe we can go downtown or something like that. But my tire is going to be there so I can replace my rear. I'm still worried that in the next 2 days, the next 300 miles, that rear tire is going to have more problems because it is getting bald. But otherwise, I'll swap out that rear tire when I get to Ruth's, and I bought some solder today so that I can fix up those Andersons at some point, not tonight, but maybe when I get to Ruth's. Kokomo 2, and then it's not too far. You know, I got to Ruth's day 4, so I don't have a lot more to go. I think at this point, I gotta still tabulate everything and see, but at this point I'm under 1,000 miles left to go for sure. Definitely under 1,000, and it's a lot of miles on a bike in general, but considering, and I know I'm going to do about 300 in the next 2 days, hopefully, it means that I really only have, you know, 600 or 700 more to go to get the record in the next, you know, 4 or 5 days after that, which is not that hard. It's really not that bad when I kind of start breaking it down like that. But it was been up and down, and hopefully tomorrow, if I can avoid some mechanical issues, as long as I can avoid mechanical issues, I'll still be in good spirits and stuff, and as long as the weather isn't too terribly bad. It's not supposed to be, but yeah, I mean, it's awesome. The experience is awesome. Missouri, go to hell. Your roads fucking suck, and there's too many goddamn crickets, and good riddance. But such is life. There was not a single good bicycling road in the entire state of Missouri. It sucked. But I got through it in basically a day, so that's good. But anyway, I set up the tent here, pretty much ready to go. Hopefully I'll get out again real early in the morning, because it's supposed to be even hotter than it was today. It was about 90 today, which even though everyone said it was really hot here, I've been riding through it. I'm still riding the same front. In fact, I think I'm beating the front now. So it's actually cooling off a little bit because I'm getting a little bit ahead of it. And so it's just starting to hit these guys. But so it's still supposed to be it's supposed to jump up to like 94 tomorrow. It was about 90 today. But it's way more humid here than it was in Kansas. Way more humid, even though it was much hotter. And I would say worse in Kansas because the equipment's kind of rough. My phone will turn off and it'll stop charging, so if I run out of that, then I don't know where I'm going and stuff like that. So putting my bike cover in here so that animals don't try to get in, stuff like that. It is so hot. I really would have loved to shower. It's like disgusting not to have a shower right now, but my only motivation is just to keep going tomorrow in hopes that I'll have one then, and hopefully this is enough light to pack up in the morning. This is the light for my bike. It's just one of my many headlights. That's actually not even on full blast. Here we go. Let me turn this bad mother on. There we go. Well, we'll have some light. I'm just on my little charger, so it balances nicely, hopefully. Okay, this is a long little blog, but I wanted to get that stuff out of there. But I'll tabulate stuff. I know it's under 1,000 miles left. I know that the end is in sight, And I should be disappointed about that, but I'm actually really happy. I'm really happy to get home, as much as it's been awesome. But still, even the end being in sight, I have more than a week to go. More than a week just sounds so long, but if I think about it in chunks, it's not as bad. So anyway, cool, good times, great oldies. Let's do this. Get the fuck out of here. Let's go home. Get off this godforsaken little motorbike here.